This might be a hot take for some people, but if you're 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class. There's no reason why they should allow 200-pound people in a level 2 class.
I got news for you, dumbass. Shit has happened to everybody.
Do you know what I really hate? The mean girls of the internet who try to become influencers or try to achieve internet fame by bringing other women down, or by simply having a shitty, entitled, bratty attitude that would be better suited to a toddler rather than a grown woman. Like this lady, Marina Saavedra, who posted a video to her 60,000 followers announcing that she would be attending the birthday party of an actually famous TikToker, one Reagan777, who just so happens to have 4.7 million followers. I know, you're probably thinking, what's the crime here? We'll get into it. Watch this.
Reagan777 birthday party. Here is my OOTD. I'm a +1. I'm so excited to be there. Just people watch. I am a psych major, so one thing about me is I'm gonna analyze. This is Shein, Target boots, Giddy by Lizzo.
Okay, so first of all, the video doesn't seem that bad, because it's not that bad. She's doing an outfit check. She mentions that she's not actually personally invited to Reagan's birthday party, but that she is a +1 to someone who was invited. And she's going because she's a psych major. She wants to analyze the guests. Bit weird, but okay. But then, this is where it all went wrong. Marina doesn't just leave it at that. Marina goes on to make a follow-up video.
I'm currently getting canceled because I went to an influencer's birthday party and I said that I didn't have fun, so I decided to leave. For some context, here were the vibes of the party. Like, do you guys blame me for wanting to leave a little early?
Okay, first of all, lady, Reagan's birthday party is not about you. Like, tell me you have main character syndrome without telling me. Second of all, you weren't actually even invited. You were the guest of a guest. And now you have the audacity to complain publicly on TikTok, knowing full well that Reagan herself might see it, that another girl's birthday party didn't live up to your expectations.
Expectations were so high. I was super excited to go. I did go as a +1, so my friend was invited. I posted an OOTD, which is where I'm getting a lot of these comments. You can see I am so excited to work for the dating app Bumble and to put on ambassador and influencer event, collab with bars all the time, so we would cover drinks, food, and even sometimes Ubers. That was kind of my expectation, and my expectations weren't met.
Okay, wait. So she was under the assumption that Reagan's birthday party was going to cater to her, she who wasn't even personally invited, and that food and drinks and potentially even an Uber to chauffeur her there and back would be covered? It's a birthday party. Cop yourself on. Like, you guys know those bitchy girls in high school? That little clique of girls who genuinely do think that they are better than you, and it's their world, and we're all just the plebs who live in it. She's giving me that energy, and I don't like it, in case you guys couldn't tell.
Just felt like I was gonna have to spend money to hang out in the same space as someone, and that's just not something me or my friends wanted to do. I really tried for a couple of hours, and it just wasn't the vibe.
Oh, okay. So you're a user. You'll attend someone else's birthday party because you had the impression that it would all be paid for, and you could just attend and then gain from it. Then you got there and realized that, oh, actually, you had to pay for your own drinks, and you weren't prepared to do that, and so you left in a huff. Someone call this girl a wambulance.
Not comfortable and having fun somewhere, don't stay. Like, you're never obligated to do that.
Like, no one is expecting you to stay somewhere where you're not having fun, okay? You don't have to stay. You are well within your rights to leave early if that's what you want to do. What people had an issue with is the fact that then you took to TikTok to be a mean girl.
Because of that, it was just a flop, in my opinion. Intimate event because not a lot of people showed up, but it's supposed to be like a big bar club scene. At the end of the day, as long as the birthday girl had fun, that is all that mattered, and it did look like she personally was having fun. I stand by my opinion.
Okay, now if this ended here, I mean, that would be bad enough, but Marina didn't get the memo and she just kept going. She then posted a follow-up to her follow-up where she doubles down on the mean girl energy, accuses everybody else of being a bully, and says this.
It's gonna be the last time I'm speaking on this unnecessarily large drama. Always used my TikTok page to talk about my experiences and story time. These are topics that are anything from college to dating to boys, whatever it may be. It's been extremely honest on here. Scroll on my page and see this. And so I got the opportunity to go to this party. It is my fault that I made an assumption based on this flyer. I was misled by it, and I thought that it was going to be like an influencer event slash party. There was also over 450 people on this list, almost 500, which again made me assume that this was going to be a larger scale.
Okay, party. So it's all starting to make sense now. Marina attended the birthday party, not because she actually wanted to celebrate Reagan's birthday, but because she thought it was going to be an influencer event. This explains why she expected everything to be paid for and Ubers to be sent for her arrival. She obviously thought that she was going to rub shoulders with the TikTok rich and famous hoity-toity community, and when she got there and realized that, oh, actually, it's just a birthday party, she was most displeased and left.
I was just explaining a standard that I'm used to based on the several other events that I've been to that are advertised or look similar to the flyer and the party pool that this one had. As crazy as it may sound, someone with 50,000 followers can have expectations and standards.
Oh my goodness, it just gets worse. As someone with 50,000 followers, we can have expectations and standards. This is why people hate influencers. And like, I wouldn't even consider this girl an influencer. She's a wannabe influencer. And she has this kind of attitude, the self-entitlement, the lack of self-awareness, the lack of empathy for others, and totally and utterly self-obsessed. So Marina then goes on to claim that the negative comments that she was met with underneath her videos was actually bullying. Not her being the bully, mind you, but others bullying her. Classic victim mentality. Be a mean girl and then accuse everybody else of being the bully.
All the bullying and threats that I'm getting that she isn't stopping is not going to change that. I stand by my personal opinion and she stands by hers, and both of those things are okay. She proved her point in her video that people did end up showing up. It just didn't look like that for the hours that I was there. So that is that. We can wrap this up. One person's opinion should not shake your personal experience. And I would just never want to be attached to a fandom that has so much hate within.
She then had the absolute audacity to demand that Reagan herself step in, call the hounds off, and stand up for her, to defend her. Needless to say, Reagan was like, You want me to do what?
I want to make my content and have fun with my friends and have a birthday party. Take away all the labels. I'm not a robot. I am a normal human being, a normal 22-year-old girl. Let me have fun with my friends, make my content. Like, I'll call it how it is. It's fucking clout chasing. Like, I'm not doing that shit. Sit in it. You're the one that made a video about me. If you're getting negatively perceived for a mean video that you made about someone else, I'm not fucking in charge of that.
Then there's this girl, who, in my opinion, is even worse than Marina.
This might be a hot take for some people, but if you're 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class. There's no reason why they should allow 200-pound people in a level 2 class.
There we are again with that mean girl energy. Like, why do these girls find a home on TikTok? I don't know. It takes a certain kind of person, number one, to even have those thoughts to begin with, but then to actually go ahead and film yourself and share those thoughts publicly. Like, who hurt her? How did she end up with such a nasty, horrible attitude?
Or you shouldn't be allowed to be a Pilates instructor if you have a gut and you're fat.
Also, imagine being this disdainful of fat people, as you call them, but also at the same time hating on them for daring to go to a workout class. Like, make it make sense? And then having the stupidity to film and post such a video on a public forum. Like, did she genuinely expect that everyone else who came across this video was also going to be a mean girl and agree with her?
Sorry, not sorry. What the fuck is going on? Is this even real? Is this America? The standards are so fucking low.
Whilst this video did indeed garner her a lot of attention, which I'm assuming was her goal, it also acquired a lot of backlash. And while she was originally unrepentant in her views, because she actually made a follow-up video and doubled down on her thoughts that fat people shouldn't go to Pilates,
I think fat people shouldn't be in Pilates classes.
she then quickly changed her mind when she realized that nobody was agreeing with her and decided that actually, despite originally being sorry not sorry,
not sorry.
she actually is sorry now, and she posted this simpering apology video to TikTok.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and just formally apologize for my last few videos. They were nasty, and I think the reason why I posted them was because I think there are some insecurities in me and some self-hate or something, and I just feel really bad. I just feel really bad that I was just mentioned and it's just so toxic, and I'm just so sorry about that. Some like self-reflection, honestly, because that was just so nasty. But anyway, I just wanted to formally apologize and say I'm so sorry if I hurt your feelings, and I'm just really ashamed and embarrassed of how the negativity just spread. So I'm really sorry.
Now, if this girl was indeed attempting the whole rage bait your way to relevancy tack that we've seen everybody else trying recently, it sorely backfired because she got so much backlash that she ultimately ended up having to delete her TikTok account. I mean, the internet really came through on that one, but that's not all, folks. She also had her Pilates membership revoked.
My membership got revoked and I was told not to go back to work.
And then apparently lost her job because people found out that she was having an affair with a dentist? What?
Karma's gonna get ya, but Gibby's gonna get you first. Monica Cruz, the fat shaming girl from my last video, she actually goes to the Quarry Club Pilates location in San Antonio. Yes, I called. Yes, your membership is gonna get revoked, babe. Found a new studio. We can go into detail about how literally like 8 girls in my DMs know about your little affair with Dr. Menares.
But I've actually saved the worst till last. Here we have Lily Gaddis. Lily originally went viral for posting this video to TikTok, which started off sounding like it might have been some kind of commentary about men calling women gold diggers, which honestly could have been a conversation. But then Lily took the potential conversation, drove it off a cliff, set the car on fire, and somehow still came out of the wreckage thinking that she'd made a point. Because in the middle of this video about women being unfairly labeled as being gold diggers, she randomly decides to bring immigrants into it, saying that women who are fresh off the boat might be the exception and might actually be gold diggers. And then, if that wasn't already bad enough, she then escalates into using a racial slur, has this bizarre smug little pause afterwards like, yeah, I really did something there, when actually all she did was let the entire internet know that she's an asshole.
Okay, this time I have a beef with the male community. I give my criticisms to all because we are all about equity and inclusion here, right? I'm sick and tired of all girls getting blamed, or like guys, certain guys, thinking that all girls are gold diggers. I don't know if it's because you get your information from those street interviews in like Miami at 3 a.m. outside of a nightclub. You're getting the opinion of some dumb whores and immigrants fresh off the boat looking for a green card. Yes, they are probably gold diggers, but that's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass and they don't care. We don't give a fuck about your money. I couldn't care less about your fucking money, okay? All I ask of a man is that you're competent, you're not a pussy. If somebody broke into our house at 3 a.m., you would know how to grab a gun and shoot a motherfucker. That's pretty much all we ask. Like, that's pretty much like all girls I know. I don't like a pussy. I hate pussies.
And this is what I find so morbidly fascinating about this kind of internet personality. They don't just say something offensive. They say something offensive and then act like the backlash is proof that they are brave, that they're doing something or saying something that others are too scared to do, but thinking. All we're thinking is that you are a racist, you are a mean girl, and you don't deserve a platform.
So a recent video of mine seems to have upset members of a certain community, and all the backlash just really made me, just really do a deep dive, like do a soul search. And after all that, I still couldn't find a care.
Now, instead of apologizing, Lily doubled down. Watch this.
Something that's absolutely unforgivable is people who play the victim card while living in America. You live in America, bitch. You live in the freest, safest country in the world, and you have the nerve to play the victim card? You realize there are slave traders in Africa right now. Look it up. Look up that video of all those African slaves at an auction. That's going on right now. And you have the nerve to be complaining about racism in America and feminists. There's women being stoned to death in the Middle East because they were raped. They were raped and they get stoned to death. And you have the nerve to complain about sexism in America? Shut the actual fuck up. Shut the fuck up. There's people right now that's been kidnapped by the cartel and they're waiting to be tortured or killed.
This is such a lazy, tired argument. Because yes, obviously worse things are happening in the world. There are always worse things happening in the world. That doesn't mean that everyone gets a free pass to be an asshole. You cannot say something racist, derogatory, and then defend yourself by pointing at human trafficking, war, slavery, violence, or suffering in other countries and be like, see, that is worse, therefore you can't be mad. That is not an argument.
And you've got the nerve to be playing your victim card and act like you're such a victim in this country and you're so shit on in this country. I got news for you, dumbass. Shit has happened to everybody. Everybody's had a hard time in life. You're not unique, okay?
You're not unique because you belong to a minority, or you're part of the rainbow community, or you're a woman. We're all fucking lucky as shit to be born in this country. You can't just be trafficked the second you walk out of your house. Or beheaded if you happen to get stoned to death.
Lily's whole defense is basically, you had the luck to be born in America, therefore you can't complain. Other people have it worse, so you can't be offended. Bad things happen to everyone, therefore my racism doesn't count. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? The existence of suffering somewhere else does not make your behavior harmless. The fact that other people have experienced worse does not mean you didn't say something ugly, and living in a comparatively privileged country does not mean that people are required to sit there and smile while you insult them. Then, of course, she tries to wrap the whole thing up in the free speech argument. Another classic move, because certain creators seem to think that free speech means that they can say whatever they want, offend whoever they want, and nobody else is allowed to respond. So it's like, what? Okay, so free speech is only for you? That is not how free speech works. Free speech doesn't mean that you can't be criticized. And what I find highly amusing is that the second that other people started using their free speech to call Lily out, suddenly she's the victim. She lost her job. YouTube demonetized her. It's all so unfair.
Tragedy of today that we are going to be talking to is not about black people attacking more whites on the trains. Shockingly enough, we are actually going to get to talk about something different. I know that that's a common thread that seems to be happening all the time, but today, you know what's happening? They're trying to keep a real down. I am in the middle phase right now. I was just demonetized on YouTube, okay? This happened this past week. I didn't announce it because I was trying to appeal the process and whatever, but that's what's going on, folks. I've been demonetized on YouTube. It's like your sole form of income. So now I'm just making videos for free, and I have the electricity bill for all the billions of lights that's in here. I have to pay for the equipment. So if you want to support what I'm doing, because I will always be a pro-white voice, I will always be a pro-white activist, you know where I stand on that. I have started a new channel. It's called Club Gaddis over on YouTube as well, because it is hard when you're main source of income. I just basically lost my job, okay? And I'm not complaining. It is what it is. And frankly, if you're not demonetized on YouTube or banned on YouTube, you're probably not over the target and you're probably lying, okay?
So now that I've gotten myself all riled up, I'm gonna leave this video here and go and touch some grass. By the way, guys, if you made it to the end of this video, I still have this box of Glossier brow products. We're slowly getting through it. We are now -6 brow products because in the last 2 videos, I gave away 3 per video, and I've already DM'd you guys and they're on their way to you. But we still have this many. This is a lot. So again, I'm gonna choose 3 people from this video to gift some Glossier brow products to. What is this? Boy Brow Gel. We've got brow pencils, and these products are way too beautiful to just sit in my office here going off. So if you want to get your hands on one of these products, head over to my Instagram at @_StephanieLang_. Leave a comment on any of my recent posts so I see it. Don't DM me because I rarely check my DMs. I'm just going to go through the comments in a few days' time. Choose 3 of you at random, DM you, get your address, and send you your color brow product. How many videos is it going to take to get through all these? Alright, my loves, I'm going to leave this one here, and I will see you in my next video on Sunday night. It's kind of like a part 1 and part 2. I tend to do this with my influencer focus videos because I get so much material. I write such an essay on the topic and I'm like, that is way too long for one video. It'll be 45 minutes long. I'll split it into 2.